I'm Raghavendra M. Shetty, Associate Professor, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Kendra Engineering College, Bangalore. This video is on Basic Electronics 18 ELN 14 of VTU syllabus for first semester BE students. This is lecture number 6 of module 1. In this video, I am going to explain you the working of full wave and full wave bridge rectifier circuits. There are two types of full wave rectifier circuits. One is a circuit with two diodes, a center tap transformer and a load resistance. And the second one is with four diodes connected in a bridge fashion and a load resistance, which is called full wave bridge rectifier. We will see the working of both in the coming slides. The circuit shown here is a full wave rectifier circuit which contains two diodes, diode D1 and D2 and D2, and there is a center tapping. This portion what we call as a center tapping, which is connected to a load resistance RL, and whatever the output I'm showing in this circuit, this is the output waveform which is taken across. This is output waveform which is taken across load resistance. Input is given from AC mains, which is given to a step down transformer where the secondary of the transformer is center tapped. There is a line taken from center of the secondary coil, which is connected to a load resistance. During the positive half cycle of the input, this end is connected to positive and this end is connected to negative. Similarly, this end is connected to positive and this end is connected to negative. So diode D1 is forward biased. Diode D1 is forward biased and diode D2 is reverse biased. That means diode D1 is closed switch and diode D2 is open switch. So diode during positive half cycle, diode D1 conducts and you will get a current flow through diode D1 through the load resistance, where this end is negative and this end is negative and this end is positive, and you will get a whatever the input waveform what you have applied will come across the load. This is during the first positive half cycle. This is next positive half cycle. So during the positive half cycle, only diode D1 conducts and D2 will not conduct. It is open switch and the current flows in the direction as shown, and output across the load waveform as shown in the graph. Similarly, as previous slide, during the negative half cycle, this will be negative, this will be positive, and this will be positive, and this will be negative. Hence, diode D1 will be reverse biased and diode D2 will be forward biased. Hence, during negative half cycle, diode D2 conducts and the current flow will be as shown in the diagram. It will be in this direction. Again, you will get a positive here and a negative here, and during negative half cycle also across the load you will get the positive values only. Positive values only. The direction of the current through the load resistance will be same even if it is negative half cycle, you will get the positive values only. So your output across the load will contain positive values during negative half cycle also. Hence the total output as shown in the graph below, during positive half cycle across the load you will get the positive values only. During negative half cycle also you will get the positive values only. So for one full cycle you will get this waveform, and this waveform repeats for every cycle. For every cycle this value repeats, and your total output is as shown in the diagram for full wave rectifier circuits. In order to avoid center tapping, since center tapping of a transformer is costly, we use two more diodes instead of center tapping of the transformer, and the four diodes connected in Wheatstone bridge fashion, which is they are connected in anti-parallel. That is, diode A and C are connected in one direction but they are parallel, and B and D connected in one direction, they are parallel branches. To create four junctions 1, 2, 3 and 4, the junction 1 and 2 is connected to input, and junction 3 and 4 connected to load. That is, this is our load resistance RL, which is between junction 3 and junction 4, and across this junction we are going to find the DC output, rectified DC output. During positive half cycle of the input, current starts flowing from positive terminal and comes to junction 1. At junction 1, diode A is forward biased, and diode B is reverse biased. So current starts moving through diode A, which acts as a closed switch, and it reaches junction 4. At the junction 4, the diode D is reverse biased. Hence current starts moving towards load resistance RL and reaches junction 3. At junction 3, diode C is forward biased, hence it acts as a closed switch, and current starts flowing through diode C, reaches junction 2 and reaches the negative terminal. It starts from positive terminal and travels through diode A to junction 4 load resistance, junction 3 diode C, junction 2 and to negative terminal. In the diagram we have shown the movement of current direction like this. So to summarize, during positive half cycle, diode A and C conducts and the current passes through diode A and C and through load resistance, and this is the output. What we can see across. This is the output what we can see across load resistance. This is across RL. This is the waveform what you get during positive half cycle. During the negative half cycle of the input, during the negative half cycle of the AC input, current starts flowing from the positive terminal. This is the positive terminal, and it starts moving. It comes to junction, it reaches junction 2. At this junction, this diode is reverse biased. And this is forward biased, and the current takes this path. At this junction, again this is reverse biased, and current starts flowing through load resistance RL, reaches junction 3. Diode B is forward biased, and it reaches junction 1 and goes back to negative terminal. So again in this case, the flow of current through load resistance will be positive, negative only. So even though input is negative half cycle, you will get a output as positive values only. So total during the one cycle of AC input, we will get two positive peaks. To summarize the output, during positive half cycle of the input, so diode A and C conducts, and you will get this as a output. During negative half cycle of the input, diodes B and D conducts, and you will get this as a output. Together for one full cycle, that is one positive peak and a negative peak, you will get a two positive peaks as a output, and this repeats for every cycle, and this will be the total output current or voltage waveform across the load resistance for full wave bridge rectifier. Thank you for watching.